Welcome back. Well, thank you so much for those beautiful, moving, powerful testimonies from Silent No More. Well, right now we are joined with these two beautiful, absolutely wonderful young people that we met last night at the round table. We have Alissa Golob, and you're with Campaign Life Coalition, and we have Jonathon Van Maren, and you are with the Bioethical Reform for Canada. Now, you guys are out there. You are in the trenches. You are making the culture of death shake in their boots. Right? And so, tell us what your organizations do and what you're doing to advance the culture of life in Canada.
Well, I work for the Campaign Life Coalition, which is the political arm of the pro-life movement. We are also the organizers of the March for Life and the events surrounding the march. And we partnered up with the educational arm of the pro-life movement, which is Jonathon's organization, the Canadian Centre for Bioethical Reform, to launch the largest pro-life campaign in the history of Canada. It's called the No to Trudeau campaign. And basically we're targeting Liberal leader Justin Trudeau because he has said, he proclaimed during last year's march, that no pro-life candidate is allowed to run for the Liberal Party of Canada. So he's discriminating, actively discriminating against pro-lifers from running in one of the major political parties in Canada. So with this campaign, we're delivering over 1 million postcards to households across Canada. We're getting pro-lifers on the phones to contact people, find out where they stand, get them tapped into the pro-life movement, and we're getting more people campaigning for pro-life candidates than ever before. So it's something that we're revitalizing the pro-life base to rebuild the pro-life consensus using this election and using Justin Trudeau as the starting point.
So what is the tack that you're taking? What's the information saying that you're putting out there? Are you just simply saying this is what's being done so you shouldn't believe this way, or what's the information that's going into it to help people think?
Well, what we've been doing is combining numerous strategies, because we know that people have to see what abortion looks like before they can realize that abortion actually is an act of violence that destroys a developing human being. We also know that when we contrast those with pictures of the baby in the womb, it really helps destroy the cognitive dissonance that's taken over our country. But as well, there's a lot of just facts about abortion in Canada that the average Canadian doesn't know. For example, polling tells us that over 80% of Canadians don't know that abortion is legal throughout all 9 months of pregnancy in this country. And over 60% of Canadians are very against the status quo once they discover it. So the postcards show both an aborted baby in the first trimester, because that's when most abortions happen. It shows a beautiful baby at 7 weeks, one of the earliest embryology pictures available. And then it gives information like Justin Trudeau supports abortion until birth. We fund this. We have embryology facts from scientific textbooks used in medical schools across this country. So essentially what we do in our organization is we work to change Canadian public opinion. And we've had thousands of face-to-face conversations with Canadians, and we've really found out what resonates with them the best, which arguments they find most compelling. And from there, we've essentially tried to reproduce these conversations on postcards 1 million times over.
So the impact of getting out there into the streets, what would you say to people to get more people involved in doing this? What are the results?
Well, we can't actually say that we're pro-life or complain about the lack of abortion laws in our country without doing something about it. And so our voice is really our vote in this country. We're one of the only countries in the world with absolutely no law on abortion. The only other two are North Korea and China. And in fact, when Justin Trudeau was asked which country he admires the most in the world, he said China's dictatorship. So it comes to pass that, someone like this would eventually potentially rule the country. So we're really trying to motivate pro-life grassroots activists to come out to support this campaign and to become politically active. This is an election year. It's one of the most important elections that we've ever faced in our country. So we need to do something about it. And there's no better way to start than with our No to Trudeau campaign.
Well, and the important thing is when we turn 18 in Canada, we can vote, right? So what are your organizations doing to tell people you must vote? You have to have your voice heard, because the young people, they need to get out there and make their voice heard.
That's why our campaign actually focuses on pro-abortion politicians, because in a democracy, we're actually morally responsible for the decisions of the leaders that we vote for. We put them there in the first place. So we do want to highlight which politicians hold which positions. And as for what motivates people, I like to say something that has been used 25 years ago during the Operation Rescue days when so many people turned out and were willing to sacrifice so much. They said, if abortion is murder, let's act like it. And I think that even if those tactics today don't work, that sentiment certainly should propel us to do much more than we do.
Jonathon, Alissa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If abortion is what it is, then we must act like it. If abortion is murder, the taking of innocent human life, then we should act. We should be compelled. Thank you so much.